This is the Greg Tanner Mortgage Show with Greg Tanner, powered by Nations Lending.
Hello, this is Greg Tanner with Nations Lending. This is my very first podcast, and I will tell you this is probably going to be a short podcast, but it's definitely an important one. You know, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that rates have been going up since the election. Unfortunately, they've gone up the most they've gone up in years. You know, and I don't see that that's going to be a trend that's going to stop anytime soon. Hopefully, they're going to level off here very soon, and but I don't know that we're going to see them go back down to record lows that they have been for the past few years. Coming up on December 13th, the Fed is actually meeting, and they're expected to raise rates again. You know, we may see a brief little dip in rates, believe it or not, after they raise rates. Sometimes we'll see a mortgage rate dip, but I don't think it'll be substantial. Definitely, you know, it's one of those things that you can't really, you know, dictate. You can't say for certain that something's going to happen or it's not. But I can tell you that regardless of where rates are right now, rates are still at the lowest they've been in years. The problem is that we've been so used to such low rates, you know, for so long, and hearing, you know, rates down in the threes and 3.25% and 3.5% and 3.75 that, you know, when people start to hear rates are 4 or 4.5, and you know, they just think, oh wow, that's a huge jump, and rates are just so expensive, and yeah, it's more, but at the same time, even at 4, 4.5, and even 5, I mean, that's still near historic all-time lows. You know, when you look at it that way, so rates are relative. You know, for you know, my realtor partners that are listening, and definitely for any buyers that are in the market to purchase a home, you know, definitely rates are important. So, you know, look for a mortgage professional that is going to, you know, give you the best rate, but also give you the best service. It's not always about rate. It can definitely be about service as well, because a loan that doesn't close, the rate doesn't matter. So, you know, make sure that you're working with someone reputable and someone that you can trust. I guess the biggest thing to remember is this. This is going to be the biggest purchase of your life, and it should be an exciting time. You know, obviously you always want to be cautious. You want to make sure that you're getting the best deal, but you also want to make sure you're getting the best service. You know, don't let interest rates going up a little bit, you know, scare you out of the market and, you know, just decide that, well, you know, maybe I'm going to be a renter the rest of my life. You know, interest rates, they're always going to go up. They're always going to go down. They're always going to fluctuate. That's just the way the market works. So again, just don't let that scare you. You know, seek the help of a real estate professional, seek the help of a mortgage professional, get pre-qualified, find out exactly how much house you can afford, you know, find out what your payments are going to be before you go out and shopping. You know, before you fall in love with that house, just make sure that it's going to be something that's within your budget, and definitely, or maybe the flip side of that. You know, maybe you think you can only afford X amount of house, you can actually afford Y. So that's why it's always important to go out and, you know, seek the advice of a mortgage professional and as well as a real estate professional. So that's going to end it for today. If you have any questions for me, again, my name is Greg Tanner with Nations Lending. I can be reached at 843-206-6801. Again, that's 843-206-6801. And my website is gregtannermortgage.com.
This has been the Greg Tanner Mortgage Show, powered by Nations Lending. Don't forget to subscribe to the show for updates when we release new episodes, and you can contact Greg at 843-206-6801.